Welcome, friend. Today, we are doing another live stream. Nice. What's happening there, friends? How are you? I am fantastic, and I am doing really well. Let's see what we have. What do we have? Welcome, Pulp Ephemo. Welcome, Bob. Welcome, Dev. Welcome, Paroli, and welcome, Dushan. Welcome, A Lifestyle Not For Sale. I'm all right. How are you? I'm a little bit... I don't know. What am I a little bit? I don't know. What's up, everyone? Who's Brandon? Welcome, Stephs. Welcome, Antonio Hobson. Antonio Hobson is wearing Bel Arm, one of Eugene's releases. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. The big zip unducked. Just bumped into someone I know in the garage. At the garage. Not someone I particularly wanted to bump into, but there we are. I got away, and that was the main thing. I'm all right, thank you. How's Divine? Divine, how did yesterday go? Did you buy everything you threatened to? How did everybody's Black Friday go? Did you use your favorite influencers' links? Did you see the repeated and egregious begging from influencers for you to buy with their links? And Divine paid €1,280 for €1,680 worth of perfume. So he saved €400. He bought 6 bottles, waiting for a code to get the 7th, and after that, he is done. Rich, I found out the owner of the dive club I frequent is a Scientologist and gives all his money to them, so I have stopped going there altogether. Cut all contact and now found a new club. That is probably for the best. That is probably for the best. That is probably a good idea, mate. Get you a dive instructor who does not play those fucking games. Good lord. That shit is batty. Fucking hell, he'd be wanting all your fucking information. Metra Parfumier ships to Israel. Good. But it's €28 for shipping, which is not good. That is a little bit of pain. I didn't buy anything yesterday. As Stephs says, no Black Friday when it comes to vintage fragrances. Stop yourself with the Black Friday hype shit. Yeah, it was really bad. Like, everybody was at it. All the YouTube channels were at it, weren't they? It was rough as fuck. It was rough as fuck. That should just perfectly exemplify exactly what is wrong with the fragrance community. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. They only have the power you give them. Bob is wearing Iris Poudre. I think Iris Poudre for me is a... Iris Poudre for me is a... What is it? Iris Poudre is a spring and summer fragrance for me. It's cooling. I don't find it too... I don't find it too warm. We're all glad you're safe, Dev. I give you the power of flight, says Paroli. Thanks. Welcome, Tim Wilcox. How are you? He is wearing the night, and I still haven't found my bottle. It's somewhere, you know. It is somewhere deep in the fucking wilderness. Fragrance community is a myth, says Pradeep. It's hard to argue with that. There are communities within fragrance of like-minded people who kind of loosely join together. It's like a loose confederation. We are one of them, you know? It certainly doesn't feel like there's an actual community, not all one community. It fragmented about 7 years ago, and it's just kept falling apart ever since then. It's just shattered into ever smaller pieces, ever decreasing circles, you know. Evening, Germs, how are you? You're wearing Araby, sweet. Tim Wilcox is wearing the night. I just looked around a bit, bought nothing, says Jiro. I wore Patou's Joy not too long ago. Golly, it's an oily violet. I was going to say goily, it's an oily violet. Jiro is wearing Cuir de Russie. Pradeep is wearing Ambra Aurea. Just a daunting figure of dated floral notes. Who's been dating floral notes? People in the chat smelling great, says Antonio. I want as many bottles of Escada Pour Homme as Duck has, as Balenciaga Pour Homme. Too bad I can't get them. $70 a pop. Those days are gone. They are gone. I smashed my bottle of Escada Pour Homme with a bottle of Habit Rouge, which fortunately survived the fall. But, yeah, that was weird. That was very weird. Oh, I've got an itchy foot. Why? Why have I got an itchy hoof? I'd love to know where my bottle of the night has gone. My fragrance of the day is this. Patchouli Noisette. I struggled with this for a little while. Jura Rose nearly ruined it for us by saying it was a Middle Eastern fragrance. It's certainly their version. It's certainly their version of a Middle Eastern fragrance. You know, it's dark. It's a bit smoky. It's got that slightly, it's not harsh, but it's definitely the harshest of the Les Indomptables, Les Indomptables, you know? It's definitely the harshest of them. Afternoon, Rich. Scent of the day is Tom Ford Noir Anthracite. Don't know that I've worn that this year. There's a lot of fragrances I haven't worn so far, you know, which is strange. I think I need to sell some more stuff off, just so I can get to the stuff I love more, you know. You need the terroir for the noisettes, says the man. Pardon? Welcome, Mike V. Welcome, Paroli. Paroli says, anyone tried L'Ombre de Carthage by is a bay. No. Proddy, what do you mean you need the terroir for the noisette? And who's the man? Am I the man? Welcome, John Hodge. Or John Hoy. Scent of the day is Rook by Rook. Smoky animalic vibe. It's finally cooled down enough where I am. It's freezing already tonight. 0 Celsius. 0 Celsius where I am. Terroir means the land, the earth in which it grows. I knew that, but I don't know what the context that Pradeep is using it in. Lifestyle not for sale is in Eau de Guerlain. Are you in the southern hemisphere? That is a brave choice considering how cold it is, unless it's not cold where you are. You might have the heating turned up. John Patu? Joy Patu. Very hard to command. What are you trying to prove, says Bob. I might assume I might be. I assume might be psychological. Welcome, Kratos. Remy says that often. Eau de Guerlain is great, even in cold weather, if you're inside. Pradeep says Terroir Reach. Hello, Reach. Hello. Oh my gosh, I'm parched. I'm very parched. Terroir de Hermes, says Duchan. Oh! The Co-op, a local supermarket, has not had my 5-litre bottles of water in recently, and I'm very upset. I can't be dealing with tap water. Not the amount I drink. You start imbibing that volume of chlorine, you're going to make yourself ill. Oh. Last time I wore head of Taj, they said I smell like a baby's bottom. I'm not sure about that. Let's have a smell. It's got a powdery lavender thing. Can't decide when that's for. In the autumn and winter, it smells like it should be for the spring and summer. In the spring and summer, it smells like it should be for the autumn and the winter. You know what I mean? No, but I'm in Miami, Florida, where it's mostly scorching and humid. Aha. Down south, nearer the equator than I am. Much nearer the equator than I am. Oh, Lone Star Memories is fucking great, isn't it? Absolutely love it. Got a compliment on that this week. That's going in the video tomorrow. I will be waxing lyrical about Lone Star Memories, telling everyone how I got a compliment in the wild of a wild person, you know. They weren't tame, they were wild. Star Memories is an eau de toilette. L'air du désert marocain is an eau de toilette intense. Towers concentration. His concentration, what do they call it? Conventions, naming conventions are a little weird. Get a proper industrial water filter, they get rid of a lot of toxins and fluoride, says Kratos. It's not a bad idea, actually, the amount of water I drink. Hi, Boris K. I'm okay. You are wearing Bois d'Anson. Nice. Bois d'Anson is nice. I just wish the performance was a bit better. Oh no! Oh no, I've just looked. Oh dear. My bottle of Lone Star Lead Desert has a chip. Someone has taken a bite out of my Lead Desert Maracan. I'm proud that woman can use me like a human test strip all night. Bengal Bobby. Nexon be vexin, says Pradeep. Nope. I'm looking forward to it. I'm waiting for Pradeep to receive another bottle of Murad Don for me. I hope he hates it as much as he hates Lone Star Memory. Not Lone Star Memories. Jesus, I've got Lone Star Memory on the brain. I hope he hates it as much as Nexon. And then I can have it. Friends, I've got a bit of a sore throat and I don't know why. Could it be talking to you too much? Has one of you given me this sore throat? Could be my friend who I met last week. Her little boy had a cold and then she picked it up. And then maybe she gave it to me. At this moment in time, I can feel it at the back of my throat and in my ear. So that's unusual. But I take a prophylactic dose of azithromycin, which is nice. The chipped bit is the angel shares, Rich, says Dev. Yes, the angels have come down and took a little bite. A little bite out of one of my towers. I might wear incense rose. Incense rose is another one that I struggle to know what season they're for. It's very incensey in that very incensey way that tower makes incense. Like this kind of watery mirage. But then it's got this fucking rose in it too. It's got an outrageous rose in it. I fucking love the tower bottles. They're amazing. I'm a huge fan. Rich, go gargle with salt water or diluted H2O2. Snort some in nostrils even to head off the cold at the pass. Snorting H2O2 sounds like it would kind of fuck me brain. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Gargling with H2O2 is a good idea. I'm on azithromycin. It's a prophylactic antibiotic. Like, I mean, if that doesn't work, then fucking, I mean, I've got it. You know what I mean? Could be a virus as well. Which, hydrogen peroxide and distilled water. Yeah, I know. Do you have M7 in the red bottle? Yes, and I've got the Oud Absolute version as well. It's right here. As you can see, I am a big fan. Big fan. To me, this is like Bois de Turkey, but darker. And Bois de Turkey is like this, but lighter. Incense is very autumnal. Yes, it is. Rich, have you smelled any of the Trudon fragrances? Look into Mortel. It's resinous myrrh, amber, some spice, and lacquered bookshelf. That sounds really nice. I do not, and I have not smelled any of the Trudon fragrances, but I do have some of the candles, and I would like to smell the Trudon fragrances. I have little miniatures of the candles right here, or somewhere. Here's one. Is it? No. These are waxes that this person sent me, which are very starchy and very lemon zest fresh. Let's have a look. Where are we? Let's have a look. This is Josephine, which is a floral garden. Okay. Then we have, so I got 3, and it wasn't very expensive for any of them. And we have another one called Ernesto Leather and Tobacco. Are any of these perfumes? I don't know. Oh, shit. And the last one we have is called Saya. Or Chire. Chire. Beeswax Absolute. Which is just fucking awesome. Little 6-gram candles each one. So, shall I light one, my friends? Ooh, that hurt. Back didn't enjoy that at all. Should I light one? I should light one. Duck is not about to dab. Duck can confirm. I think I'm going to burn the leather and tobacco one. It smells like imperial leather. And there it is, friends. Are any of these actual fragrances? This one is called Ernesto. It is a sample of their candles. Rich Go Goggles, salt water. Read that. Motel missed out on a Shiseido bottle of Serge Lutens La Mer. Can't forget about that. That is painful. Oil of oregano is amazing for colds and flus. Not sure if it's safe if you take medications. At worst, eat some raw garlic. You'll smell for a while, but that'll kill the virus. Yeah, it's good for you, garlic. I can understand the appeal of Aventus, Baccarat Rouge 540, says Pradeep, but don't get the life-changing impact of Angel Share by Killian. No, I don't either. And I don't understand Baccarat Rouge 540. Or Aventus, actually, now if I'm being honest. Don't understand whatsoever. I don't know, maybe. Pradeep, it's sweet and boozy, which is the trend. I don't think he's snorting anything. Bobby says a lifestyle not for sale. No, not these days. I'm too old. Wait, I know where you got life-changing from, says Turf. Cheeky. That's what I mean. It's nothing new when it came out. Don't have red bottle. It's worth seeking out. Is it worth seeking out, or the reform good enough? Just don't overpay for it. It's probably a bit better, but it's not. What the fuck was that? Don't fall. I'll light a stick of incense to join you, Rich. Yes. Those candles won't last a few dehydrations, says Brody. No, they won't. But they are just there to be tried. And this is Ernesto. I would like to try the Trudons, but I don't know where to get them in the UK. I still haven't forgot about your request for putting 500ml of Shalimar EDC next to my head. I got something better for you, says Lifestyle, not for sale. Yes, Dev, please light a stick of incense. Those candles are... Hi, Lifestyle, not for sale. I'm watching snow here in my city and I'm wearing Salvador Dali Pour On from 87. Hallelujah, says Boris. Angel Share is more of a trend. Baccarat Rouge, I can understand why is loved. John G, welcome to you. The lighter sounded like the tiny maraca player set up on the microphone. The tiny maraca player, he's very elusive, isn't he? It could be a she, I don't know. We have never seen them. We do not know. The tiny maraca player is very elusive, kind of like a quantum particle. You can't actually see it, otherwise it changes. Ernesto is named after Che Guevara. I guess it's inspired by leather holsters and Cuban cigars. Oh, that's a good call. Good day, Jonathan. I tried a rosy one from True Dawn. Wasn't my thing, but well made. I would like to know where you get the oh, fuck me, man. I would like to know where you get the samples from. Pardon me. Whilst I hydrate. But we will try Ernesto for the time being. Dev got some vanillic incense. Jura Rose got me some lavender incense and it was very nice. Jura Rose is eating Chinese, I think. Hey Bobby, what's the weather like in Honolulu? It's a pretty safe bet to say that it's probably quite good. Rich, when you mentioned on the previous stream that you weren't into Christmas, I could have sworn I heard sleigh bells in the background. Must have been the maracas. You never know, I could be about to get a visit from the ghost of Christmas future, you know? Too hot and humid, Dushko cooling down now. Highs of 82, 83. Trudon are nice but really unoriginal, says Pradeep. Oh dear, we can't have that. Where did you get your samples from? Where did you smell them, Pradeep? Tell me. Tell me so I can know. Yo, Rich, what is it going to take to get Pradeep's Burner Boy account to comment? I don't know. I figured out I can ask the Indian place I order from to not put coriander in. Best thing I've done. No soap to be tasting. They will pretty much make your food how you want it. I asked for Madras, but half as hot. And it was edible. I can't be eating Madras that hot, like. I don't understand the reason for it. Evening DMS. I didn't get a Black Friday haul. Divine got a Black Friday haul, but he didn't tell us what. He just said he got 6 bottles and he was waiting on a code for the 7th. They are available here at many physical boutiques. Let me Google it. Trudon Parfum. Cult Beauty. I'm not buying from anywhere called Cult Beauty. Trudon Revolution Parfums. But do you do a sample set? You shits. For any purchase over £200, we are pleased to offer you a petite bougie. Code LIGHT. Free shipping for all orders over 120. How would you like to suck my balls, Trudon? I will not allow any cookies. I wish you would bugger off. Alright. Christmas collection home fragrances. Eau de Parfum. The gift set. The Eau de Parfum. See all. Mortal. Oh no, I won't follow you, you bastards. Containing 3 travel atomizers. I don't think you can get samples, you know. Let's just go back. Trudon samples. There it is. 6 times fragrance set, the scent, edit. My God, what the fuck? How am I supposed to deal with all of these pop-ups? You bet you. Contains orange, absolute angelique, mandarin leaf. They are not Trudon. Free samples. Candle maker. Travel sizes. Seal. Oh, fuck off. Curated sample set. Trudon, the Perfume Society. Fragrance samples. Absolute bastardos. Looks like they don't do one, which is silly. Is it not? I want to try an Indian Places Indian spicy one out and see how it feels. But other than that, I do tone it down. If you're into green smoky leathers, sample Trudon's Revolution, says John Hodge. Jonathan is wearing Dark Rebel by John Vivalas by Maestro Rodriguez Flores Rue. What else does Rodrigo Flores Rue make? I know he made a couple of things for Tom Ford. Oh. You can get samples at Ascens and Nobile. Oh, I didn't know Ascens and Nobile made them. The thing is, you've got to buy something from them to get free shipping because the shipping's like 30 quid. That is pain and suffering, that. Parfum, says James. Uncle Sal. Diar. Galant eau de parfum. Artiste. Rodrigo Flores Rue. I will call him Rodriguez. Rodrigo Flores Rue made almost all Artiste. Iris Blue Gris is so clean, it puts Prada L'Homme's clean iris to shame, and I like that one. Have you got some sample sets there, Carl? Pradeep says Fougère Royale. Did he make Fougère Royale? Outrageous. Would you say Gucci Nobile is the greatest Gucci fragrance? Possibly. Possibly. He also made the new version of Fougère Royale, I believe. He's made quite a few gems, says Jonathan. Right, let's go to Ascens and Nobile, which is here. And let's go to sign in. Probably for the best, because it never leaves me signed in. The absolute shite hawks. Okay, don't go to orders. Go to brands and then T. Trudon. Well, 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 would you look at that? They don't seem to have many of the oh yes, here they are. So there's Olim, Revolution, Trudon, Mortel, Medi, LA, 2, Bruma, Affili, and a fucking Vixie. V1X1, VIXI. I don't know what that means. Right, I'm going to go and dehydrate. So when I come back, I should be able to smell this properly, because I think I've just burned the hairs up my nose. I will be back. In the meantime, friends, Pradeep will keep you entertained. Oh. Oh dear. Salt. Hello, hello. Okay, Ernesto, what's happening? I don't know. Not much. Not much is happening with Ernesto, to be honest. Dura Rose is here as soon as I leave, of course. He has bottled it. Let's have a look and see what people are saying. Oh, I have most Vavatos. I need maybe another 6 to finish. Ooh, except Garrigue, but that might be a blind boss. It's called. Guess I got samples of everyone you liked pretty much. Garrigue's fucking amazing. They're a really good house, to be fair. That's all right. It smells a bit. The leather in it's a little bit imperial leather. You know the soap. Smells a little bit like imperial leather for my liking. I have most Vavatos except Garrigue. Jonathan, do you have EL by Arquiste? I do not, but I'm interested in Nanban. folks. I'm eating Mapu tofu, says Dura. Welcome, Micah. You are wearing tobacco vanille. Dura says he can't speak much because his mouth is full. Thank God. What a difference in how people react when I wear my perfume in a different metropolis. Did you guys realize that too? Any thoughts? Well, I got a compliment when I went into town the other day wearing Lone Star Memories. Like, and it was a wild compliment as well. Like, it was really like, they were like, that is absolutely amazing. They were shook by how good it was. Like, genuinely, they weren't just saying it for shits and giggles. Like, I didn't know this person. These bottles aren't big enough. They're only 2 litres. I want me 5 litre bottles back. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Oh dear. We are talking with spirits now, says Pradeep. EL is an aromatic with just the right amount of dirtiness. Mabu tofu rose on a hot rice. Afternoon, I smell. How are you, sir? Are you well, I smell? Did you buy anything for Black Friday? Were you good? Did you stay well? How are you? It's nice to see I smell. I smell joins me on the gaming streams as well, which is fun. Ooh. Carl, it's highly anti-inflammatory. I could do with a bit of that. I could do with a good bibimbap tomorrow. I struggle to say that, but never mind. Has anyone tried Rourke? Good call. Good. Thank you for reminding us. Bloody hell. DJ, your friend and mine, but especially mine, right, has very, very fucking kindly sent me all 3 of the Roberto Grecos. All 3 of them, including Rourke. That will be, hopefully, if they arrive on Monday or Tuesday, the day they arrive, I'll do them. Because they are limited to 500 bottles, right? And there's a lot of fucking people saying that Rourke is really nice. So I'm fully intrigued by that. And DJ, you know what DJ is like? DJ's got high bar, high standards. He's very particular. So, pardon me, we will see samples, not bottles. He can't be sending us bottles of that stuff, dear me. Mind you, he is from London, so he's automatically a millionaire. Oh, that's not true, to be fair. DJ is sending me some of his dev. Jonathan, the Nanban note list. Jonathan, the Nanban note list showed promise, but I remember not being pleased with the dry down. I'll have to revisit my sample. Oh, I saw that. Nice, sounds good. Good info, John. I'll have to sample first. A lot of those look interesting. Compliment was unsolicited. Guy? Okay, it was a guy, actually, would you believe? It was a guy. Rich, when you say samples, not personalized samples, real samples, like 2 mil. If that. I wouldn't be surprised if there were less, and I'm not complaining about anything, to be honest. Because just being able to smell them is extremely good fortune. We are blessed with good people. Compliment was unsolicited, and it was from a guy, and they have never like met me before. They don't know I am a perfume person. And it was like the first thing they said to us. Like, they seemed surprised how nice it smelled, you know. Are you good with spicy food? I can't handle it much at all, but I think that's because I eat so much basic stuff. I'm not good with spicy food. I'm absolutely terrible with it. Shite. I consider Duck a historic landmark. Yes, protect me. That's right. You must protect me. I can handle spicy food on the way in, says Dev. I can handle my spice, yes, I enjoy it. That's not what you were saying the other night, though, was it? Probably let me know what you think of it when you get it, says Germs. Samples or bottles? Ulieres seems to be gone everywhere. Yes, there is a £750 special edition bottle on Javois' website, but I wouldn't. I mean, it's going to have to be pretty fucking special for us to be pulling that out of the fucking bag. Samples could mean bottles, you know, not in this instance. Perfumer H Rain Cloud. Dura Rose has been waxing lyrical about this brand called Perfumer H. Has anyone else tried it? After hunting for some time, I finally got a bottle of Brazil Dream by Estee Lauder en route. Ah, yes, you mentioned that the other day. A llama's good eating. I would never eat a llama. They have too much personality. One charming motherfucking llama. A llama's good eating. Persolace samples. How are Trudon candles compared to Diptyque? Well, it's hard to tell at the minute. I've only smelled one of them. And that was this one. The leather and tobacco one. Ernesto. I think that's okay. It smells a little bit like Imperial leather soap for me. Josephine, very on point with the new film that's coming out. It is a floral garden. Let's see what Josephine's garden smells like. Josephine, you dirty tramp. Let's see what you smell like, love. Did not buy anything for myself on Black Friday, says I smell. Knocked out a bit of Christmas shopping for the family, though, online. Nice. It's always good to start early. Perfumer H has the special blown glass bottles, right? Or is that a different brand? Pass. Carl says, I have always wanted to try those hot one sauces. I would cry, but yeah. Carl, there's ones at the start, you'll be fine with them. Like the classic sauce. Is this just the rose you're sniffing? I don't think so. Just a Rose's Floral Garden. Welcome, Palmer. Welcome, Spaced Out. Hi, Rich. Hi, chat. How are you? I'm okay. How are you? Scent of the day is 724 EDP from MFK. The best fresh laundry scent, in my opinion. I would have to smell that again. I think I have smelled it, but I would have to smell it again to give you a decent opinion. Howdy, A. How are you? Broly, I got bottle number 279 of Ulieres a few years ago because it was an instant love for me. If you enjoy the combo of rawhide leather and chamomile, you'll probably enjoy that one. The Mind Reels. As soon as they arrive, I'll set up the camera and I will start a first impressions video because apparently that rock is meant to be great, but apparently also they take ages to sell out, even though there's only 500 bottles, you know? So, yikes. Dev, yes, the hand-blown bottles are crazy price, though. You know, I always fancied being a glass blower, but I'd just be fucking shite at it. Because I'm useless at making things. Absolutely fucking hopeless at making things. God. Excuse me. Palmer, I feel like for a fresh laundry scent you could get cheaper. Teo Cabinel's Et Voila comes to mind. Dave, try them. You'll probably like them. Elegant perfumery. Love MFK's laundry scents, all 143 of them. Yes. Yes. Yes, well said. Yes, very well said, DMS. Congratulations. Oh no. There's so many of them and they all smell like that, don't they? And Dior Riviera smells like that as well. If you smell Dior Riviera, you can smell MFK perfumes all the way through. Pain and suffering, my friends. Pain and suffering. You'll have to remind me eventually because my next sample venture will be MPEG. Bye, bye, bye. Of course, but I like it best. Ace is doing all right here. Tempted to blind buy Eau de Beau. Can't help but notice Black Fridays are just retail prices from a few years ago. Yes, I said that yesterday. Was it yesterday? I said that on the last stream. You know, I think it was Thursday. I said it. I also really want to sample Grossmith London, but there are no samples. Try Je Vois Paris. I don't know if they ship to Israel. You'll have to let us know next time you buy something outside of Israel, Dev. Let us know how long it takes to get there, because for some reason I just imagine you're not going to get, it's just not going to arrive. Simply because of the situation. Richard, you say Dior Riviera as MFK referenced? Yes, at best. That's an optimistic view. Oh, Niskovic! Yeah, buddy! How are you doing? Welcome. I shall acquire a Cell de Gum sample very soon, says Spaced Out. Exciting. Let us know what it's like. Also bloody expensive. Everything's bloody expensive, isn't it? I would send you my Grossmith samples if A, I could remember where they are, and B, if I hadn't already given them away, and C, if I could actually send anything abroad. I'm going to try. Francis Kurdijan didn't do too much this year, did he? Probably made the most this year in his career. I don't even know, because I mean, you've got to imagine the money he must make from stuff like Baccarat Rouge 540, the money he must have made when he sold his company, you know. Eau de Beau is worth it. Eau de Beau is a fabulous perfume, to be fair. It's somewhere back here. Yes, it is. I tried to pull it out the other day and the lid is not happy about being pulled upon, so I shall not darken its humour by trying to pull upon it. But it's a lot of fragrance for the money. Woof. That is a vanilla, slightly spicy, slightly warm, beautiful autumn. I'm very sorry, dear me. Dinner's trying to escape. Slightly spicy, slightly warm. Watch Pep, you know, the Sentinel. He talks about it the best. He's the one who put me onto it, I think. But fucking L'Occitane do some amazing fragrances for the money, you know. Oh, welcome, Keith. My only Keith. That reminds us, I want to touch on the Melissa Villanueva stuff. Thanks for the reply yesterday. I went ahead and picked it up. Oh, good man. Looking forward to the video on that. Thank you for getting in touch. It's always nice to hear from you. Friends, it's that time of the stream again where I say if you would like to like the stream, please be my guest. Oh, and excuse me whilst I hydrate. Eau de Beau, such a good fragrance. Jesus Christ. I've got one of the old 100ml bottles. Rather than put their prices up, they squashed the bottles. They shrinkflated it. So that's not a word. It's not even remotely a word, sorry. Rich, I have dropped you an email. You have dropped me an email and I have not responded. And which I will, though. Don't worry, I will. I'm having to think about it. I did mean to email you back, but I simply got distracted and forgot. I'm not going to lie. But I am still here, don't worry. Eau de Bow. I smelled the one in the 75 ml bottle. Doesn't appear to have been a reformulation. Still pick them up for 50 quid for 75 ml. You will spend 3 times as much on a fragrance half as good. It's a beautiful vanilla, and it's not an overly sweet, overdone vanilla. It's an excessive. Oh no. Where are we? I also really want to sample Gross and Thunder, but there are no samples. There are at Javois. Very rich. Would you say? Yes, I would. Evening Stuart Mabe. I have the older bottle as well, and the older ones aren't terribly expensive yet. No, they're not. I thought cans. Thanks, man. No problem. If I ever think I can get away with it, if I ever find them, I might just put them in the post and see what happens to them. You know what I mean? Bollocks, it's a sample set, But I'd have to find them first, and God knows where they are. There's every chance of giving them away. Like I gave me Tout Me Nexon sample to Smurfy Girlie. I posted that today. After weeks of threatening to, I finally got around to it. Good, thank you. Hope you're doing better and hope you're having a great weekend so far. It's been good. Newcastle won today, so that was always good. Against all odds. We had some very, very young men playing for us at some points today. Hasuno Hana, yes. Do you know what it is? That floral garden's fucking lovely. It smells like spring, It smells fresh, and just in the depths of autumn, like just the week before December, smelling that cheers you right up. Perfume at Age Smoke is beautiful. I really like it. Rich, you should try it. I would love to. I just don't know where to get the bloody samples from. Good evening, Manly Sense. How are you? Yes, that's right. I still want to touch on the Melissa Villanueva stuff. Love the stuff. Mostly get to Tonka tobacco, though. Yes. L'Occitane also has good citrus. It does. I bought a Diptyque pine candle as a Christmas gift to my brother. Great gift idea. Does candles? Yes. I've got the what's it called? Sapan in the green box. It's beautiful. L'Occitane's Cap Cedra is a bit blue and aquatic, but as a liquid soap, it's also good. Cedrat, their cologne Cedrat is really good. Vervain is really good, but it's like an eau de cologne. It literally lasts like 10-20 minutes, but if you just want something to just make you feel better, that's really good. The Lavande, I've gone through about 3 or 4 bottles of that stuff, 300 mils for like 50 quid. Amazing. Is the Eau de Bow in the new bottle still in good shape? Yeah, it is. It's in. It smell. No, I didn't notice a difference. Interesting. I suppose I'll take a look for an older bottle with the sun on it. You can do that if you want. Jura Roses de Nos is Touchant. Rich, I've lost access to the account I usually mail you on, so it's going to be from another account. Don't worry. I shan't worry. I'll try not to worry. Eau de Vetiver is quite good too. Yes, it is. I've got a 5ml decant of that. It's quite dark. Picked up a Groismith sample from Javois today, actually. Hasuno Hana. Yes, I think I've tried that one. Young men playing. It's like Sebastian's studio, you mean? Settle. You'll get us sent to prison. Mitch, any opinions on Issey Miyagi's Noir Ambre? I'm running through a 10ml at the moment, thinking of buying, but almost impossible to find a bottle at a fair price. Funny you mention it. My friend in Japan sent me a fucking message yesterday saying I've got a bottle of Noir Ambre. And I think he wanted about 80 quid for it. I don't know how much was left in. Let me check. Raoul. So, £75 for 80% full of Issey Miyake's Noir Ambre. Noir Argent, sorry. There. There you go. So I don't know if that's the same, sorry. What am I doing? So Noir Ambre, I think a lot of those Issey Miyake flankers aren't great, you know. Most of them are a bit shit. They're a bit average. The original one is still the best, which is often the way. The summer 2009 is really nice. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. They pop up on discounters, just got to keep an eye on discounters. I was complaining to someone about discounters. I think it was Spy and Mash. I was talking to him today, and we were both complaining about the state of fucking discounters. Fucking shite. Dirty bastards. They're not discounters anymore. Should sue them under the Trade Descriptions Act. Oops, sorry about that. My favourite L'Occitane is still the Eau de L'Occitane, better lavender than Caron Pouronant in my nose, if you like it spicy. I wouldn't necessarily disagree, actually. I think the Eau de L'Occitane is brilliant. Have you smelled Eau de Cade? Hello, Pat Lester. How are you? I've got Eau de Cade sent very kindly to me by a very friendly person who is no longer visits the channel, unfortunately, but they were very kind and sent me a bottle of Eau de Cade. I think it was for nothing as well. So cheap Clive Christians and Royal Crowns on sale on Max Aroma. They'd put Notino out of business if they were here without the tax. The thing is, right, Clive Christian isn't stocked in Harrods anymore. Did you know that? Clive Christian's like plummeting down the ranks, and I don't mean in price either, just like the reputation of the brand is not great. They tried to position themselves in that Roger Dove kind of stratosphere, and they're no longer stocked in Harrods. They're appearing on discounters right, left, and centre. It's they're not in a good place, Clive Christian. Royal Crowns, I think, have always been a bad fucking brand, personally. Palmer says, talking about laundry scents, cotton from Marc Jacobs is nice and quite cheap, and also Gendarme. Shelby's Robert Downey Jr.'s favourite perfume. I snapped 2 bottles of it when it came out. It's a good designer amber, to be honest, says Western Nude. I know new brands making fougere is frustrating, says Proddy, but I think they're just all trying to go down that hyper modern route, you know, like everybody's just trying to, all the designer perfumes are focus grouped to within an inch of their life anymore now, you know. Pat Lester says, hello Pat. Scent of the days of Oriental Valeurs. This is an outrageously, stupendously, overwhelmingly, breathtakingly, and all the positive adjectives that describe this fragrance. I am glad you love it, because I love it as well. I threatened to wear that today too, actually. But then I went with Patchouli Noisette. I think Oriental Valeurs is more of an early, excuse me whilst I hydrate, it's more of an early spring, early autumn, mid-spring, mid-autumn kind of perfume, because it's got this coolness to it. Got Noir Amber when released. Wanted to love my first Miyake. I didn't like it. Sickly sweet, says Bob. How close are Prada Lum and Infusion Dom Eris Cedra to each other? They've got a similar iris in. They're made by the same perfumer. They aren't a million miles away from each other, but they are different. Prada Lum is more sweet, whereas Infusion Dom's kind of flatter. Not necessarily in a bad way either. I agree with that, but the vintage is fantastic. Man, the one you mentioned. If somebody sent you a Zuzhov, would you keep it or sell it? I'd throw it in the bin. Divine Gag gift, says Dev. Is that absolute polar swat to the left? It is absolute polar swat to the left. Ah, yeah, I forgot. You could gift it forward. I would throw it. No, I'd throw it away, or I would sell it and give the money to charity. I've just accidentally bought a bottle of Paris Edinburgh. I thought the website would let me verify before processing my order. Oh, well. Oh, there are worse perfumes to accidentally buy, to be fair. I really like it. Like, no desire putting Clive Christian in the collection. Overpriced dross. Absolutely overpriced dross. L'eau de Seporom Noir Absolute is the best from the house, in my opinion. Glad I got a bottle, says Stephs. Divine tells Jonathan that some Clive Christians are fucking mega, like absolutely mega. Doug, did you find Real Patchouli and EDT? I've already got a couple of bottles. Very fortunate to get some, so they're out there somewhere. I had one before. I had this very bottle before I got the EDP. Before the travesty that happened with the box, you know. So, it's so good. The EDT's so fucking good, and the EDP's just shit. The patchouli and the EDP is crap. Your mother's arse. I'll just fucking sort that out, will I? Give us a sec. There we go. There it is. I really like the original Lotus Pour On. Yeah, I like it as well. I bought that for a long time. One of the best lavenders I've smelled, Keith, in my honest opinion, says Jonathan. I like Hedonistic and Matsuhita the most, but I get people who love Blonde Amber and Ego Monde Oriental. Divine, I've sampled a few. I was left a little underwhelmed, especially for the price. Have you smelled Nawab of Oud by Ormond Jane? What do you think of the house? Do you know, I'm not overly impressed with Ormond Jane as a house. Not overly impressed at all, because I think a lot of it, since they're made by Geza Schön, and Geza Schön seems to be sitting on a fat ton of ISOE Super, unfortunately. That's what most of his fragrances smell like. There's a couple of them that are good. Nothing I'm paying full price for, if I'm being honest. I find Prada L'Homme very soapy, not so much the infusion, it's more powdery. Yeah, it's more irisy, isn't it? I think nothing in niche smells like Hedonistic. It's an elite premium niche release, much like Alexandria 2 or Neff's. They're both shite, though. Or Enigma, which is also shite. Nawab of Oud is great, in my opinion, says John. I've heard a lot of good things about Ormond. Very interested in Man and Avernia. Some people absolutely love the brand, like. Oh, okay, good for you. I need the EDT ASAP. Be careful you see the box. Make sure you see the bottle, not just the box. Divine says, I'm not saying Clive Christian makes hit after hit. I'm just saying the top scents are mega. Matsukito is a smoky tea scent, hedonistic, fruity tobacco. E Gourmand is a cinnamon clove scent. That cherry cough syrup on tobacco base was for hedonistic, yes. Oy. Rich, I will not gargle with some ISOE super. Alexandria 2, Nefs and Enigma are better than anything Serge Lutens or Frederick Marl have released in 10 years. Serge Lutens, mostly. I would have to go back and see what they've released in the last 10 years, because to be honest, they have not released anything particularly amazing in the last 10 years that stands out. Most of the stuff came in the first 20 years. Iris Silver Mist was 2010, 2011. Santal Majuscule was 2012, so you might be right there. Santal Majuscule blows anything from either of those two houses away. I dropped my Eau Sauvage Parfum on the floor tonight. Nothing happened to the bottle at all. Such great bottles in that Eau Sauvage line. Yeah, they feel like they're made out of fucking superior design and materials, don't they? Oh no, don't pay retail for anything, but still interested in the Wab of Oud though, says Stuart. Never pay retail. Zerjoff, Nishani and Roger, all terrible. Rich, did you like the Ernesto candle? Yes, but I don't think I'd buy one, and the reason for that is it smells a little bit like imperial leather. I think I actually prefer the Josephine, which I shouldn't, but I do. It's got this fruity, floral kind of thing going on. This is Beeswax Absolute, and I'll tell you one thing. That will make an absolutely outrageous candle. Just a beeswax candle. Brian? Oh, Brian, how are you? I love Santal Majuscule, but it's so rich and decadent, I rarely wear it. It's so good. Barrel, I also wanted to take a couple of shots of Zerja for me to stop the hating on the luxury brand, maybe in 2024. I would not. I will check out, does Clive Christian's Divine? I've not sampled them because they're so expensive and I have no clue which ones are good. I really like La Couche, but that's about it when it comes to recent. Yes, Serge hasn't been great. I'm not denying that at all. They haven't been great for a while now. Ever since Shiseido took over and reformulated the bottles, would you believe? The reformulation of the bottles kind of made me upset. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Those bottles were beautiful. Beautiful. Like, beautiful bottles. Some of the best bottles. And look how plain they are. Look how normal that bottle is. It's so, but they're so classy. Just the way they feel in the hand is amazing. Oh, it's not as if they use the world's greatest materials either. Do you know what I mean? It's not like sourcing fucking like pine from like Siberian forests where the sun only shines on fucking Wednesdays between 3 and 4. You know, it's not like, it's just the whole thing of the brand is just really, really, like, there's a really solid, it feels disparate, but also at the same time it makes perfect sense all the way through from top to bottom. Are you located in Europe? There's a boutique in Poland that will sell you like 10 times 0.6 for 55 euros, if I remember correctly. That's how I got into Clive Christian. Yikes. I still need to try La Couche. La Couche de Diable is quite good. But Le Participe Passé is absolutely fucking woeful. Alexandria 2 is very good, according to Jonathan. Just picked up Via Cavour 1, which is really fantastic. Alexandria 2 I've smelled, but it's very meh. I don't know. The best ones, in my opinion, Hedonistic, Matsukita, Blonde Amber, E Gourmand, and maybe X Masculine, which smells like a fougere. I remember it was kind of sweet and red, but not that special. Has anyone tried Armani Diamonds for Men Black Carrot? I would need a black carrot. The boutique is called Perfumeria Quality. I've ordered from there before. Nice and basic. Samples for low prices. Are they dabbers, Divine? Are they dabbers? Eclin de Fume was really mass appealing, like heron and latent with a Serge Lutens twist. Eclin de Fume, I think, had amber wood in it, so I hate it. I don't care if it's Serge Luton. 0.6 mil sprayers, that's alright. They are not dabbers, thank God. Because we do draw the line somewhere. Everyone can have their own opinion as long as their opinion is that dabbers are shite. You know? Eclin de Fume was trash. Where wannabe Vanille Havan? Vanille Havan's fabulous. Eclin de Fume starts off pretty interesting, but the dry down is terribly generic. Well, check it out. La Couche de Diable is my favourite, says Jonathan. I've only tried a Bois Vanille from Serge and enjoyed it. Bois Vanille is really good, actually. They are not dabbers. Praise the Lord. That's also a good point, like a lesser Vanille Havan. Dry down was like Parfum de Marly. Yuck. Shipping was also quite cheap too, and you can get some new fragrances there if you want to sample them. I am going to go back to Senza Nobile, and I'm going to buy some of those True Dawn samples because I have a decent relationship with Senza Nobile. Ooh. Friends, if you would like to like the stream, please don't let me stop you. Please continue about your way. If you can find your way to liking the stream, I would be most grateful. Nothing beats Feminite Dubois for me, says Brian. I mean, the original's absolutely immense. The original really is some fragrance. Like, it's one of the best fragrances of the 90s. And that's the 90s was a fucking brilliant decade for perfume. But it's one of the finest perfumes of the 90s. I should do a Ramsey style ranked top 10, top 20 perfumes of the 90s and 80s and stuff like that. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Follow Noir is the best Serge in my collection. I haven't smelled it, or have I? Is that your favourite Serge of all time, Jonathan, says Carl. Asking about La Couche de Diable. I just can't be asked with a Santa Nobile unless I really have to, because it's always full retail outside of the 10% they had on Christmas Day, Lamar. Do you know what I like about the Santa Nobile? So I get free shipping from them, and when it didn't happen last time, I made a huge mistake last time, but the last time I bought from them, I got, well, when I buy off them, usually I don't have to pay the VAT. So I get 20% off every order, 20% off retail. What's up with those 500 euro surges? Fuck them. They've always just been there lurking in the background. It's really weird. Greetings, Tripler. Scent of the day, Femme de Rocha. Nice. I should make a top 10 compliment getters list for April Fools and have it all be fragrances notorious for reeking. Number 3, Vintage Chorus. Trying to appeal to the Henri Jacques crowd. Free shipping is overrated. Javois charges you €20 for shipping out the arsehole. The samples are official and aren't overpriced. Not all of the samples are official. Not all of the samples are official. They do decants. I've bought decants off them before. A few times I've got a short. I've actually got a short. Plenty of other places doing manual samples have high shipping. Spray has 15, Beauty Concept 13. I think the Sensor quotes me 12 or 13 too with DHL. Pop Femo says, I hated all the Hugo Boss I tried, but I don't know the vintages. They were recent. Every sample I've ever bought from Jovois is official. I use their Try Me. They have that on their site. Yeah, me too. There's a, hold on. If I go to my channel, go to Shorts. Here it is. Well, the camera work's not ideal. I do not have a fucking... There you go, look. None of those were official samples. All of them were, as we say, unofficial. I believe the 30ml canteen bottle of Parfum de Toilette is one of the great glass vessels of the ages. I understand it was very different. Debbie starting to like vintage chorus? No. Santa says Luton's most Kubla Khan was so animalic and interesting, and I tried the modern one, says Carl. Like the stream for the team, says Dushan. Carl, it's that and Must Tonkin that I find absolutely revolting, says Dev. That's not the one I'm talking about. That's their pre-build boxes. It's not a pre-build. I'm talking about picking samples one at a time. Yeah, that's what I did. I did Try Me, and I made my own box. I might still have it somewhere. I did the Try Me, built my own box, samples of all different perfumes. Perfumum Roma, MDCI, I think I had a couple from. Loads of different ones. And they came with their own labels on. They had to make their own labels up. Triple I was liking the stream for Dushan. At first I didn't like most Kublai Khan, but then now I'm on my sample. At the end of my sample I like it. It's funny how that works, isn't it? I tried if I could sample all of the Eris, but I won't like it. Paul Famo says I'm waiting to be number 30 to like. You're getting there. Okay. I'm going to dehydrate. I'll be back. Please wait. Please hold. I'm going to see if I can find this Jovois box. It should be around here somewhere. Oh my god. I just found a sample of Sedley by Parfums de Marly. That's upsetting. There's the Argos sample set. Boz will be shitting his whack. He'll be fully erect if he can still manage. Where's that Jovois? Ah! Sorry, just throwing the light around. Is that Jovois? No, that's Masca Milano. Is that it? No, that's Dusita. I'm surprised I haven't got rid of that Dusita sample set. Stuart Mabe, if you're still there, do you want a Dusita sample set? I'll be back. I'll be back, friends. I'll be back. Oh dear, I have returned. That beeswax candle is definitely the winner. It's fucking lovely. Do you think it's just beeswax with a wick in it? Not smoke in my bedroom, thank you. The days of me smoking in my bedroom are over. Sadly is the sexy Miami beach scent. Sadly is the sexy Miami beach scent. Fumery Turk is great, but I'm a Sage fanboy. Sorry, just saying that. Certainly top 5 Fumery Turk is in my to buy list. If I can find at a good price, I'll jump on it. Unfortunately, Fumery Turk cost $300 for, I think, 75 ml. Yikes. It seems like Creed, MFK, Parfum de Marly are the niche brands now. Ugh. To be fair, if Roger Oceana didn't fade away in seconds, it would blow steadily out the water, says Divine. That's alright, Jonathan. I get you. I like La Couche de Diablo a lot, but I don't know when to wear it. I hear the newer formulation in the black bottle has a bit of plasticky smell to it, but I've never tried. I had a bottle of it and I sold it. And then I bought the vintage one. Because I am in a Burke, frankly. I will send you a decanter of that one. Proudly subbed your channel and quite enjoy it, says Tripler. Mind your beeswax, says Brian. Dev, try Varuk by Prin. Beeswax and Seville à l'aube is brilliant. Well, I saw a bottle of Seville à l'aube today go on eBay for £142. Sealed it was. Sir Duckingham. Have you tried any new surge that appeal? Honestly, no. Sedley could make Duck look like a swan in a Speedo. Scary. Oh, hi there, Zach. Today I tried a few perfumes from the expensive line of Givenchy. 3 of them nice, 4 horrible. Yes, I wasn't very impressed with that line either, if I'm being honest. Can't say there's anything from Ducita that really tickles my pickle. Maybe Udin for me, but not much else, I'm afraid, says Stuart. Well, I've got the sample set there if you haven't tried them, but if you have tried them, there's no point. Oh, yeah. Woof. The duck in the beach scene from Casino Royale. Really tight, light blue swim shorts. It's kind of weird. Probably, what's your channel name? Probably, would you like to link your channel for all the people watching so they can go and subscribe? L'artisan au cours de Vetava Sacré has appeared online. Yes, it has. I have seen that appear on eBay. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? My little vintage l'artisan. Somebody wants March 200 quid for an opened bottle of Marchant Loup. L'eau de l'artisan, 100 quid. Somebody wants £332 for 50 ml of an opened bottle of Iris Polida. Vetava Sacre, l'artisan, Vetava. How much do they want for it? Oh, it's gone. It's gone. It was up. It was up before, and now it's not. That has gone quick. Oh dear. There's a bottle of Voleur de Roses sealed for £130 if anyone wants that. But the Vetava Sacre has gone. Ooh. Where are we? Where's Pradeep? Pradeep is here, fear not. L'artisan au cours de votre sacré. Golden is always douching. I love vintage artisans. Let's send Zatar posted themselves and Satura. I have a full bottle, excuse me. I have a full bottle of Marchant Loop. What's it like? Spezzatura. Do you have Traversée du Bosphore? I do not. Cor de Vetiva Sacre is for gourmets. The plum-like note combined with the spices is great. Okay, people, how good is Versace Man, really? Would it improve a collection? I do love me a designer. Pass. I'm thinking of getting Bois Farine. Traversée du Bosphore is amazing. One of my favourite lattes are. Interesting. I haven't seen it. No, I haven't smelled it, but I have seen it. Oh, God. Oh. So, the Melissa Villanueva crack. I don't know. Do we all know who Melissa Villanueva is? She had a YouTube channel called Melissa Villanueva. And her YouTube channel was unceremoniously deleted by YouTube. And it was over what they called repeated and egregious repeated and egregious breaches of policy. And what her offence was, a video years ago that she'd posted, and she had done a skincare video. And in the skincare video, she had recommended a product, a Retin-A product. So, a retinoid, which you need a prescription for in the United States, apparently. Which you need a prescription for in most places, apparently. But she had put a link in the description to an Indian pharmacy which would not ask you for a prescription, which YouTube deemed such an egregious breach of their terms that they decided that her channel should be no more. Melissa had monetized her channel, and her channel had the little join button so you could become a member of our channel. Now, I think personally, when I heard about it, I thought they have been so hard on her. They didn't even warn her. They just that was it. It was gone. Your video was gone. Your channel's gone. Don't know if that was the first and only time she did it. From what I read, it didn't look like it was, because I saw a screenshot of the message they sent her. I think she appealed it, but she's not hopeful. I would have said, especially since it was an old video and this is clearly a new term of service that she has breached, that they could have said, look, don't ever do this again. Don't fucking test us, or you will be gone and your feet won't touch the ground. Just don't try and circumvent fucking medical fucking law. Don't give medical advice. Don't give fucking thingy advice. All of that sort of patter. They could have said something, but they didn't. Apparently, they just got rid of the channel. So, my thought on that is a breach of policy that is deserving of a full-time ban. Absolutely. If you are going to put a link into a pharmacy, right, in another country so that you can circumvent drug laws in the country in which you live, you can expect a private company who do not wish you to do that on their platform to destroy your ability to do that, to get rid of your channel. Should they have said something to her first? Yes. Absolutely. Totally think they should have said something first, and especially considering it was an old video. YouTube's arse is obviously twitching. They have got the regulators heavily involved with them now because of a lot of the shit that's gone on YouTube over the years. But there will be other YouTube accounts which have done that and far worse and not been reprimanded, you know. And Melissa's really nice, and I feel really bad for her because she's really nice. And I feel like they could have said, look, here's the new rules. We're getting rid of the video. Maybe he's even demonetized her for a little while. It's like a slap on the wrist. Said, look, no more money for you for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months maybe, you know. But for them to just destroy our channel with no fucking, like, I'm all about a quiet word first. You know what I mean? A quiet word will do. Nobody has to lose something that they've had for like a decade or more, you know, all our videos, all our fucking everything, you know, because she's obviously invested in our channel, like emotionally, you know. I believe from people close to her that she's not going to start making YouTube videos the way she was. She might make 1 or 2 every once in a while, but she's not going to be like, I think it's just took the wind out of our sails, to be honest. And I think she's going to make a channel so that she can comment and be part of like communities and stuff like that. But I don't think she's going to. I don't think she's going to make videos. That was the last I heard, anyway. I don't want to speak for her particularly, but my sort of thing is that a sackable offence? Is that an offence where somebody can have their channel got rid of? Yes, actually. Yeah, linking to sites where you can circumvent drug laws and import drugs into another country. Is that something that if I was like part of the YouTube, like, I don't know, part of the YouTube fucking compliance, like team, I'd be like, whoop, there you go, bye. You know, don't let the door hit you on the arse on the way out. Absolutely. But could they have also just been like, look, this is new rules, this is like recent, could they have took the video down, sent her an email? YouTube is notorious as a company for its lack of engagement. It is apps. You try and get in touch with YouTube, see what happens to it. More luck screaming into the void. Absolutely fucking shocking. Oh, fuck off. Absolutely fucking shocking they are for their engagement with their consumers, which is part of the problem. Like a considerable part of the problem, you know? But that's where we're at. So, was it sackable? Yes. But could they have done it differently? Also, yes. And I do feel bad for her. I'd be gutted if that was me. I'd be gutted if that was me. So, I don't know. Upsetting scenes. Excuse me whilst I medicate. Maybe it's time to move to X. I'd rather shit in my hands and clap. It was a hellhole before, and now Elon Musk is in charge. I would rather not. Okay, cultivateur. Read that. Okay, Peter. Okay. Bois Farine sounds like a Woody Cologne type scent because I immediately go to Farina, the guy behind Eau de Cologne. It's pretty rare nowadays. Do they still do Bois Farine? I thought it was discontinued. Traverse de Bosphore is a leather jacket that was in a candy store. I have to try Traverse de Bosphore. Why was the channel deleted? Well, our channel got deleted. The newer is good with the more floral and less suede. First bottles outside of Kuwait. What bullshit price each? 35 from the logos. Wafers on wafers. Can't stand lazy reaction channels. Do you know if she created a second channel? I will now message. I'll send now a message to Melissa. I'm sure you don't need to do that, but if you want to. Instagram and YouTube are tyrannical and have literally zero customer service. It's actually a brilliant business model, says Tripler. Well, God forbid these companies which make billions and billions and billions a year providing content but not actually making any content. The world's biggest content providers don't make any content. It's insane. It's a fucking outrageous business model. But they should be forced into consumer engagement, absolutely. YouTube's scope is so immense that small channels are just a speck of dust to them. Yeah, there was a woman called SS Sniper Wolf who went and sat outside another she doxed somebody, took photos of the house, videos outside the house, threatened them outside the house. Another channel that was investigating her for some shit pulled. And the YouTube didn't get rid of her channel, but they did demonetize her for an unspecified amount of time. The only Indian movie I've seen Westerners talk about a lot in recent memory is RRR, which I haven't seen, but I've heard great things about. That RRR is garbage. Maybe time to move to X. No. If YouTube dictators have to deal with Pawan Mali and initial Ramsey will be in trouble. There was their gravity in India. Did Seb go that hard on Bond number 9? I was at school at that time, probably. Did he go that hard on Bond number 9? No, but they did make a hell of a fuss about it. I think he just said they were shit, which they are. Welcome, Manginosis. That's complete horseshit. It is completely wrong judging an action from the past. Melissa was a fantastic human being and a huge asset. Conditions are decaying. Well, the problem you've got, Bob, is that it's not the government that's fucking doing that. It's a private business. And people who have known me for long enough will tell you that I said communism would come in through private business. It was never going to come in through the government because everybody's watching the government like a hawk. And governments are too worried about fucking voters. Private businesses don't have to answer them. The private businesses only have to worry about shareholders. You make a lot of money out of communism if you do it right. Vatican is still the richest company in the world, says Dushan. Jack's Films is his name. What's his alias? Good Lord, Doc, you're part of the beauty and gaming community too. I'm surprised I haven't been fucking killed yet. Or it's the government is YouTube. I mean, it's not. I thought my stomach is turned. This is not funny. My stomach did the same when I heard the news, says Manginosis. Oh. YouTube just governs what happens on YouTube. And Melissa committed a sin or breached the terms of service of YouTube. And that's why YouTube have got rid of her. The government haven't got rid of her. The FBI haven't been round, you know, although, I mean, I don't know. Could there be? I don't know. I don't know what the law is over there. Tube also allows Russian propaganda. Well, I mean, you've got to look at who's fucking invested in it, you know what I mean? Maybe somebody reported Melissa, someone who didn't like her, you know? Maybe the AI algorithm has just been fucking programmed to look for that sort of So yeah, my res was pretty small, so I need to keep it under 45mm. Try a vintage Santos. Pardon me. Where is Galen? Tube also allows a roost propaganda. Since you've shed light on the shady promotion of free stuff, I've seen it all over the place. So many people are promoting things on all platforms without heading their posts with paid promotion. Absolutely. Absolutely. All partnership. It's aggravating and blatant corruption. It's absolutely scandalous. YouTube wants to fucking take that problem on. You know what I mean? People putting in people want to start complaining. I think you've got to do it to the American. I think you've got to do it to the American regulator, the FTC, is it? Just wait till YouTube finds out this channel is heavily involved in overseas oat moss trade. Yes, the Yugoslavians, they are back with their vintage oat moss. Melissa knows why 1984 is a great book. 1984 was about the government. 1984 is upon us. Will they come for you saying you are recommending vintage barn stuff? Hey, you never know. I don't recommend fragrances. I just say I love it. You know? You never know, they might do. You might do. I think it was harsh. I think it was against their fucking thing, but then it would be, for me, it would be counterproductive, because if that's the case, your rules are going to create all the same type of content. You're not going to have any plurality, but maybe that's what they want. I don't know. But it's a private enterprise that's doing this. Be left in no doubt. You know? People blaming left-wing media biases and stuff like that. I've always laughed at stuff like that, because it's like media is following what gets them clicks and money. You know? Welcome, Michael Harness. So it's paying the bills and making them money. And they live in one of the most competitive spaces in any market anywhere in the world. It's jam-packed, it's ram-full. So they have to be uber competitive. And they have to be uber competitive. It's actually late capitalism, if you want the truth. It's late capitalism. It's capitalism bringing in communism as its natural end. The end of capitalism is the thing which has... The end of capitalism has a winner, and it means a monolith. It's like a mono position. There can be only one. You know, it's like Highlander, isn't it? You know what I mean? Is it Highlander that's that saying from? I think it is. You know? It's very interesting. Like I said, it is Highlander, yeah. There can be only one. There can be only one winner. Otherwise, you're not the winner, are you? First is everything. Second is nothing. Communism brought to you by late capitalism. And it didn't come in by the government. It came in by private enterprise. Just something to think about. I might be wrong. December round the corner and so many bottles I didn't touch this year. Yeah, I know the feeling. Prada, it's like the owner of YouTube is a lunatic from North Korea. Everyone hear the ticking? There is no ticking. It's in your head. Prada's head's going to explode. That website must be on their flagged list. That's not a bad point. It might not even be a flagged list. It might just be a not approved list. You don't know. Could be exclusionary instead of inclusionary. We don't know. Or inclusionary instead of exclusionary. I'm going to start posting unsubscribing due to your refusal to acknowledge your connection with the brand. That's not a bad call, Tripler. And posting includes paid promotion, because even a free bottle is being paid in kind. You know, money is the root of all evil. Hello, my frag family. Welcome, Michael Harness. How you doing? The Oatmoss ban have destroyed a part of North Macedonian economy, the other one being medical opium production, says Juro. Well, that's it. You know, there is like an opium shortage, not an opium shortage, but like a medicinal opium shortage, isn't there? Like there was, I saw something a while ago saying that like hospitals were struggling to get painkillers like opioids and stuff like that, and it's like, well, just fucking stop bombing the fields, buy it off them, you know. Media is bread and circuses. Well, you say that, but you watch it. I don't watch the news. Everybody complains about the mainstream media, and then people go and watch all these channels on YouTube, which are now the mainstream media because everybody goes and watches them. You know what I mean? You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Joe Rogan and the rest of you. I think there should be a moratorium on fucking podcasts. They should be stopped for a while. Artificial intelligence will destroy money and capitalism, says Duchamp. Second place is the first loser. Quite. Just got here. Feel free to end the stream at the normal time. Certainly will. It is a tickling. The normal time is tomorrow, Galen. It's not. I stream on my gaming channel on a Sunday now. Shout out to Galen. I'm a big fan of your work, says a lifestyle not for sale. Galen doesn't do any work. Galen hasn't posted a video in ages, although his last video was quite good, actually. Have you tried vintage YSL opium? Thank God it's banned, says Brian. Oh, Brian, it's as if you don't know me at all. That's not even the oldest bottle I've got. I've got the original. All right, I'm off. Good evening, Duck and friends. Cheers, Jonathan. I'll be leaving in a minute as well, actually. Time is ticking. Excuse me. Why is my throat so dry, for fuck's sake? I drank the best part of 5 litres of water. How can my throat so dry? What the fuck? My God. Yes, because of the Afghan farmers forced to change the crop by the Taliban. Oh my God. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Portland. Time is ticking by. Time is ticking. Every second passes by. All the perfumes we have left behind. Portland has enough heroin for everyone, says Michael. Jeremy made top 10 men's fragrances 4 days in a row. Seriously weird stuff. Comments are gold, though. He's just fucking, it's a hell of a drug. I mean, we've been talking about drugs on this stream, haven't we? But, I mean, Jeremy's is clearly better than what we're getting, or worse, or whatever metric you want to use. Whatever it's doing, it's rotting him. It's absolutely rotting the fucker. He is in a bad way. He looks like a granny. Why is my throat so dry? Holy shit. Doug thought, oh, Galen, you don't work. Manly, any turkeys on your island? I do work. I weigh too much, and I'm about to move to San Francisco for the job. You only started it a few weeks ago. Top 10 drugs to hardly stay alive. I'm on about 5 of them. Oh my God. Good night, Michael Harness. No turkeys here and no giving thanks. Yeah, fuck thanks. Fucking ungrateful bastards. Shouldn't need thanking. Oh my God. I don't know what this little dry episode. I've just had a dry spell. Top 10 fragrances for men videos by Jeremy Fragrance. You could just do that. You could do that video. You could do that video. I've got a feeling he's going to be on like a fucking a video by Barely Sociable or someone like that where they talk about the demise of a YouTuber, or Penguins Zero is going to do Moist Critical is going to do a video about him or some shit, you know, where it turns out he was found on the toilet with a fucking strap on in his ear, fucking doing all sorts of crazy fucking maneuvers, you know. Not with us anymore, if that makes sense. I might talk for a little while longer. I sometimes wonder who in this fragrance space would still have a YouTube channel if monetization wasn't even a thing. Well, I would. Know that, I smell. You and me would, wouldn't we, mate? When was the last time you made a video? A month ago. Do you make a video every month? Looks like it. Me and you would have a channel still, wouldn't we? Well, you might not, but I would. Crap a death wank. That is the name of my debut album. Crap a death wank, and the name of my autobiography. And my motto. I might wear opium tomorrow. It's feeling particularly resinous. Very much a winter fragrance for me, this. The more I smell it. This is a Sanofi version. I've got far too much opium. Do you know what it is? It has crossed my mind more than once when I make videos and talk about opium, the fragrance. If the channel would ever get a strike or would be investigated, you know. But I don't know. If anything ever happens, I would just start again, to be honest with you. Bollocks. I'd just start again. Would I do anything differently? Probably not. I am simply lazy. I could not be bothered with doing anything different. I'm quite happy. Really, I just come here for my own fucking mental and emotional well-being. You know what I mean? I just come to see all of you. This is the name of my new perfume, Crapper Death Wank. Is M7 in the red bottle worth seeking out? Depends what you're going to pay. Depends what you're going to pay. Let's have a look on eBay, shall we? I'll tell you what I think. I would continue to have a channel, says I Smell. Never started wanting to get paid or chase sponsors. I've actually been approached by one not too long ago and I declined. Good man. Fight the good fight. Money is important. Money is useful. It is important. It is what works best. This has been proven by process of elimination and the test of time. What has also been proved by process of elimination and the test of time is that money is not everything. You need more than money. It can only be one component of something else. You know? When everything is about money, that's what it bothers me when you hear people say that when they're just so brazen and they're like, well, I got paid and I don't care what happens. It's like, well, then you're more part of the problem than you are the solution, aren't you? You know? Make sure you get paid. Definitely. You should definitely be paid for the things that you do which are worthy of being paid. M7 Eve. Oh, I'm just going to put YSL. Bollocks. Right, there's a vintage aftershave here for 70 fucking hell. There's a fucking M7 vintage, right? Is it full? I don't even think it is. Check the pictures. It is exactly the same item you're going to see. Any questions before you're committing to buy? Right, so this is 220 quid and I'm pretty sure it's had some out. Filippo Miorelli. I'm pretty sure the person who's selling this has sprayed it a few times. 220 quid. It's not worth 220 quid when you can get the Oud Absolu for like a lot less. Oh dear, somebody's selling half a 50ml for 120. There's a full bottle here, a tester for the first mail sent from YSL. It's so-called. It's a 7 free postage within the UK. It's 100ml new apparently, so it's full, but it's a tester, and they want £230. Somebody here wants a 2002 edition. There's one for £189. The website is called Ladies Belts. For £189, you will get. Oh, it's sealed. So if you were going to get one, get that one. But, I mean, fucking hell. The best price on eBay, allegedly. M7 fresh. Don't buy that shite. Wow! Someone in Australia wants £417 for a sealed bottle of the vintage. That is fucking despicable. Ooh. What do we have here? £350. Please read the description carefully. Looking for offers. 5 assorted bottles of M7 Oud Absolute. 5 assorted bottles of M7. Tom Ford. It's not a Tom Ford. So there's an aftershave. There's an EDT 50ml. There's an EDT 50ml of the fresh. There is a fucking body wash and a hydration lotion. You can stuff that up your fucking arse. You've got no chance, you absolute fucking hooligan, you. That is outrageous. Shiraz. You scandalous bastard, you. So, no, it's not worth any of those prices. Look, somebody's selling an empty bottle for £26 from Italy. How kind. Somebody has supported the page and it wants me to log in. Ooh. Proud lurker since 1982. I can't even say thanks on the website. Oh, yes, I can. Proud lurker. I see you, proud lurker. I won't tell anyone, don't worry. Well, thank you, my love. You are too good to me. Let's see what we've got. I will read the chat. Hello, Filippo Miorelli, sorry. How are you? Crabber Deathwang's brilliant. M7's not worth chasing the vintage. Not for those prices. Not even close. Not me. I've been lurking since 1976. Galen was lurking in the womb. Came as a great surprise to his mother when he was born. And like, where the fuck have you been? Lurking, he said. That was his first word as well. It can buy happiness, but it can't buy your peace, says Michael Harness. Yeah, it's a fuck's sake better having money than not having money, you know? Not having money is a miserable thing. Having money it makes it a fuck's sake easier to be happy, you know? And it's very important. Like I said, I don't want this to come across like I'm anti-money or anti-success, people doing well or that sort of thing. I'm just saying you need more than that. That's why like loads of wealthy people have like hobbies and like they do things, you know, and they have lives and stuff. And therapists most of the time, which everybody should have one. Money works for my bills only. Yes, it will make other companies happy. Big fan of M7. Oud Absolute is nice. It is nice. It is. It's very nice. I've used half a bottle and I've got a backup. Is M7 the first of Ford's monolithic brutalist bottle designs? Yes. Is it the first? It's one of them. Here is DJ. Hail. Thank you, DJ. I was praising your name. You must have heard. Your spidey sense must have gone off. We were all talking as soon as DJ's little parcel arrive. I will be dropping everything, including my pants, and trying out the Roberto Greco fragrances. Justin Height, welcome to you. It's Saturday night. We'll go a little longer, shall we? I said I was going to go in a minute, and that was a considerable number of minutes ago, so here we are. M7 bottle was designed to look like a fire lighter. I thought it was like an old aftershave bottle, you know? What is the opinion on Club Dinner Wee, if any, says Michael Harness. Don't bother. Don't bother, it's shite. Good night, Palmer. Thank you for coming. Whoops. My mother's having a sneeze. I don't know if you can hear that. I just want a Musc Ravageur matte cap bottle. You will have to be prepared to wait and have a lot of money for when it does turn up. Erich, could you suggest a solid alternative to an M7 vintage formulation? M7 Oud Absolu. The new formulation is actually really good. 3 bottles of Rourke parcel. I shall not be getting 3 bottles of Rourke. Scent of the day is Aramis Havana. It's a good fragrance. I sold mine, but it is a good fragrance. Bought God of Fire on Black Friday. Blind, says Supply and Demand. Oud Absolu is a great alternative. Absolutely it is. Absolutely. Buy with confidence. Excuse me. Buy with confidence. It is a case of a few degrees. It's not wildly different at all. Good night, Boris. Thank you for coming. Apparently the new one is just called M7 and the Oud Absolute bottle is still good, but I can't confirm, says Paroli. Mine doesn't say Oud Absolute in it. Does it? Yes, it does, sorry. I think they just put Oud Absolute on it because it was a thing. Oh, God, it's so good. It's definitely got similarities with Bois de Turkey, the Mandarin, the Myrrh, that kind of thing. That little sweet, sort of boozy, rich thing. Lovely. Apparently the new one just called... Oh, sorry. Gym has always been a form of therapy for me. Need to get myself back into a more consistent routine. Lots of people feel that way, actually. Really good for you, the gym. Physical exercise is proven to help with mental health. Absolutely. 3 bottles of Rourke parcel, says Prodigy. Maybe that's why I'm fucking not in the best of fettles at the minute. It's not my normal style, but about Tommy, it's actually fun. It is fun. It's a good fragrance. Mine just say M7 on the bottle. I'm going too. Night, I'm exhausted. Good night, Paul Bafemo. Anyone know if Rourke is limited? Yes, all the Roberto Grecos are limited. 500 bottles, apparently. So it might just be a case of just buying it while you can. Hello, Omar. Scent of the day is Halfeti Cedar. Interesting. Which one are your thoughts on 43e Homme? Really good. It's, if you remember, in March and April this year, I wore a lot of 3e Homme, Prada Amber Pour Homme, Aberdeen Lavender. It's these lavender fougere things, these amber lavender fougere things, absolutely stunning. The 3 of them, it's just 3e Homme is just a little bit more powdery, a little bit chalky, just though. I just looked up Russian Oud 2 on Jonathan's recommendation. Looking forward to it. My second Oud. How have you bought it? Scent of the day, ce n'est pas un patchouli, says Filippo. What's that? Is the latest version of M7 as good as the vintage, the one with a square bottle? I don't know if it's as good, But there are no great differences. I wouldn't lose any sleep over the reformulation. Certainly not at the prices the vintage one's going for. There are some. I really like the vintage bottle, to be honest with you. Oh. Which one do you prefer more, Prada Amber or Prada Amber Intense? Probably Prada Amber. The Intense I have only smelled a few times and I can't bring it to mind, if I'm being honest. Excuse my cough. Good grief. Ooh. Which I think you'd really like Indonesian Oud. It's a big spicy cola. I did like it. I did like it and I didn't buy it. Those Hermenegildo Zenyas are now absolutely huge on the aftermarket, on like eBays and stuff like that. You'll pay big money for them. The old Eau de Toilette versions. Silly, really. The one with the black label is really nice. M7 clear bottle is remarkably diluted, in my honest opinion. I'm talking about the square bottles, says Filippo. Prada Amber Intense is even better, in my opinion. How is it different? It's not redundant to own both. They are quite different. Oh dear. Oh dear. Excuse me. Sleeping time, says Dushan. Good night, Dushan. If you are going to sleep. I wore patchouli noisette today. It's nice. It's different. It's toasty. It's got this kind of toasty, the patchouli. When are you going to be streaming Red Dead Redemption 2 again? Tomorrow night. Tomorrow evening, my time. Probably about, if you live on the East Coast of America, probably about 2 p.m. your time, 3 p.m. Troisième Homme reminds me of what, Portugal, with less citrus and less lavender. I think it's a different kind of lavender. I think the lavender that's in Troisième Homme is like a chalky. It's got this powdery chalky, whereas the lavender is more fluid and viscous in Portugal. But yes, there's no citrus. There's fucking hardly any citrus at all in Troisième Homme. I know I'm staying, but what about you? I'll be going. Give it another 10 minutes. All this talk of being tired is making me tired. Ce n'est pas un patchouli from Lucian Ferrero. I think you might like it, Rich. It's a dirty patchouli. What dirty patchouli you say? I'm waiting for a package from Rachel. What, right now? It's got to be 11:30 where you are. There are Legend Medabla samples in that box. That is going to be a top box for you. Do you get a lot of incense in the dry down of tobacco wood? I get church incense. Not a lot, but there is some. Amber Absolute is more incensey for me. Dirty Patchouli is Gentleman from 1974. See, I don't think it's a very dirty patchouli, that, if I'm being honest with you. I think it's more of a... See, I can see it. It's right back there. I don't wear that fragrance enough. I might wear something like Boss number 1. Oh, it's fucking good stuff, that. Eurocos. Love Gentleman, bro. Gentleman is a top fragrance. It's got that screechy, angry, nails on a blackboard kind of patchouli in it. Good night, Tim Wilcox. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching and staying and saying hi. These can get a little bit much when you're wearing them. I'll tell you what I really enjoyed wearing this week. Was it Wednesday or Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. I went to meet my friend and we had a good day. Yes, it was Tuesday, and I wore Melt My Heart by Strangelove, and then I was very tempted to buy a bottle. It's very iris and it's very oud, and a little bit of chocolate combines the pair of them and makes it work. And it hangs around on your clothes for fucking ages. It's massive. Massive. I remember Fosco saying that he knew somewhere where they did bottles for 300 at some point. Haven't heard them. Haven't found them. I remember the site. I don't remember the site. But I remember him saying, and then I was on eBay. It's got so much iris in it, it's absolutely mental. Clear de Rus, says Filippo. Enrique Fendi Uomo. Fendi Uomo is really good. What's your favourite leather perfume for winter? Maybe Queer by Mona Diorio. Maybe. I'd have to have a look back there because I've got a lot of fragrances back there that I haven't worn. Antaeus, Macassa. You know? Antaeus and Macassa. Antaeus, hard to see past Antaeus, isn't it? Amen OG, says Frank. Showered in Amen soap too. Oh, good grief. Does it smell like Amen? Has it got that smoky tarry sort of thing going on? So clever to use that with the overdose of the sweetness. It's just so clever to use something like tar. Rubber, tar. Just slightly vulgar, but it was just so much. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Good grief. Oof. Modern day Queer de Russie is quite fleeting. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The performance is not good enough for what you pay. Like, at all. You know? It's not good enough whatsoever for what you pay. I haven't worn Volutes enough, have I? I always do this when I come to the end of a season. I always get like what I haven't worn enough of, you know? Which is a shame. I got the soap from a modern gift set. Smells right. Euro better than modern leather. Oh, I've got a message from Ramsey. That's exciting. I look forward to that. It was a voice message. 19142 DELD1. I got the soap from a modern gift set. Has anyone tried Roger's Great Britain? Is that a good leather perfume? I imagine it is good, but I also imagine that it's wildly overpriced. I imagine the overpricedness of it is wild. Vicious. Chire. That's really nice, that actually. Beeswax Absolute candle. Josephine. That's really nice as well. That Josephine is brilliant. Ernesto. You smell like imperial leather, my friend. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Oh, yeah. I need to just pour myself some more wet. Then, my friends, I am off. It has been tremendous. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, for commenting, for keeping me company. And I will see you again tomorrow with my fragrance rotation video. See you later, everyone.